Okay, guys, so as you all know, Better Call Saul just came to an end. Season 6, 5 out of 10, hit and miss. There were some good episodes and some bad ones. And second half of the season, it was just awful. The only good episode there was Nippy, and well, you know what? I'll give it another like point in its favor. There was also the episode Waterworks. That one was also good. But anyway, in order to not waste time, I will only be talking about the bad things in season 6. So I'll start with the whole Howard Hamlin schemes and all that stuff. Complete waste of time. Uh, like I don't know. I don't like how it got from funny and all that, funny misunderstandings and whatnot to the guy ending up dead and basically making a fool of himself at work. And with him being, angry and nervous at the same time when, because of his pupils getting dilated. So anyway, there was this episode. It was the fourth one, Hit and Run. Yeah, also the titles. That's another bad thing about the season that I'm gonna be talking about later on in this video. So anyway, yeah, the episode Hit and Run, where Miguel or Goodman dresses up as Howard Hamlin. Now it was funny, and yes, he did look a little bit like Donald Trump. And now I found it unnecessary, complete waste of fucking time on the seasons. Like, hey, come on, guys, final season, let's wrap it up fast. And the prostitute Wendy, Jesse Pinkman's friend, she came out. I don't get what the fuck is up with these Breaking Bad cameos. Now, okay, I know some of them were important, like Salamanca cousins, Tuco, Hector Salamanca, Lydia Rodard Quayle, Gus Fring. Well, I mean, he was the main character. Um, who else? No, Peter Schuler, even though he was in one episode, he was that guy that in one of the Breaking Bad episodes he offed himself, killed himself. Um, what other one was there? Gail Bedecker. No, those cameos were important, but these ones, I felt they were just like fan service. They were characters that no one cared for. No one even asked for these cameos or anything. Yeah, I'm sure the fanboys. Now I'm a fanboy of this show, but not that hardcore of a fanboy. I wasn't excited. I was like, oh, when it came out, well, I don't care about that character. I want someone else that is important to the story of these characters to come out, and they didn't. Yeah, I don't know. They could have had like one of the hookers from that season 5 episode to come out again. You more preferably, I don't know, but the blonde one for one, the blonde one for instance, that one could have come out. And also you have the character Spooge, the guy who got his head crushed by an ATM machine. No one cares about that guy. No one cares about the character. I don't know why the fuck he comes out and what the fuck is up with the Kirk Hammett lookalike that is beside him? It was like it was like, oh hey cousin, yeah, you were in Breaking Bad. Oh, you're gonna be in Better Call Saul. Can I be with you? Uh, I can just stand there, not say anything, just look cool and menacing. The douchebag had sunglasses on, and that was it. Like, what was the whole fucking point of that? Spooge and a friend, and they never bothered to explain the importance of that guy's sidekick. Oh, in the wrestling ring with Goodman and Hamlin boxing. Unnecessary. What was the point of that? Yeah, Hamlin kicked his ass, but he still he still kept going. He still kept messing with him. So what the fuck was the point of that? It's like a bully at school is messing with you or something, then you punch him in the face, and they still keep messing with you. Well, no, there's no point in punching him in the face if they're gonna keep on messing with you. You gotta kick their asses, give them a good beating so that they can stop messing with you. Now that's what this whole scene could have been. Could have been Hamlin, beating Goodman to a pulp, uh, and there, and could have made a good story if Goodman goes crying to the police or something, staging an assault and saying that Hamlin did it. Now that would have made for a good story, a better scheme, a scheme that's not so much as funny, but where it's actually getting serious. Well, and also there was an episode where it had a scene where, well, I mean that same episode, we have a scene where Howard Hamlin, we see him how he gets ready for the day. The guy's still being positive, having a positive outlook, dressing with style, and making himself some tea and fancy coffee for his wife, which the ungrateful bitch, just passes it off as, oh, you made me coffee, thanks. So we see that, just like 2 or 3 minutes of Howard Hamlin's personal life. He has marital issues, problems with his marriage and all that stuff. That would have been interesting to see. I don't know why we make him into, why he's made into a main character, but we hardly ever see his personal life. Because with Gus Fring in Breaking Bad in season 4, we had a flashback of him, of how he vowed revenge on the Salamancas and all that stuff. His motive for revenge, that he killed his business partner and potential lover. So we could have seen some. If we got that from an antagonist we all know and love, why couldn't we see like flashbacks or more personal life scenes of Howard Hamlin? See what other problems he has to deal with, or see what consequences he's dealing with because of the Goodman schemes and all that stuff, other than his associate doubting him, other than that, what other consequences is he dealing with? Oh, in that episode, plan and execute. I liked it. It was also a good scene, a good final scene, really well acted and all that stuff. But we're here to talk about the bad. So the bad part is that he goes confront Goodman and Kim Wexler. And what the fuck is the point of it if they just deny it and they're telling him to go fuck himself? Like, oh great, great Howard, go home. And Kim telling him like all casually like, yeah Howard, you're done, go home. So what the fuck is the point of all that? I thought they were gonna say, you know what, Howard? It's because you're a douchebag and because someone needs to put you in your place. Some holier than thou speech or something, or maybe Howard and Goodman getting into a fight and not like a few pushes here and there, but like actual punching and some kicking and all that stuff. Just excuse me, just like in that Breaking Bad episode Bug, where Walter White and Jesse Pinkman ended up fighting brutally, and at the end, Walter White was bleeding and his glasses broke. One of the frames came off. So it could have been something like that. Obviously, since Howard Hamlin is stronger, him walking out with bloody knuckles, Goodman having his face full of bruises and all that stuff, or him just knocked out. See, it would have been good like this: him knocked out, and then after the fight and all that stuff, Lalo comes in. He takes advantage of that and tells Goodman like, "Hey man, you get up, you die," and could have been good like that. Or them fighting, and then Lalo Salamanca comes in unexpectedly. No one sees him because there's a fight going on, and Kim is distracted with the commotion, trying to stop the fight. Lalo comes in casually, watches the fight. Maybe he grabs a beer, and he just waits until they're finished, where he, shoots Howard Hamlin, or maybe like he helps Goodman with the fight by killing Hamlin, and like, oh man, don't thank me yet because I'm the worst of your problems. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm just making up scenarios that never happened in this show, but that would have been better than just a random shot to the head. Yeah, this episode, it was all funny with the film students and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, like this, we get to seriousness. And what the fuck happened with those film students at the end? I would have loved to see that. I know they were asking him, like, hey man, what's that, when, they were adding the substance. I thought they were gonna tell Goodman to go fuck himself, that they're done working with him and all that stuff because of how shady he's being. Or maybe that they also get picked up by the police because they unknowingly helped in the scheme to make Hamlin look bad. And because of that, they tell Goodman like, hey, I don't know about you guys, but you and me, we're done. And Then the other guy, the other two, the girl and the sound guy, they just walk away, also leaving. That would have been 10. Ah, that could have been 10 times better than just a regular like um, the cliche of oh they never come out ever again. I don't know. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm gonna be talking about more